Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, being a Knight out of time. So it is actually featuring his respective out of time team, but as well Black Knight, who's been previously confirmed already being in the game. So awesome to see this confirmation in the blog post. You can see all the information as well as what's coming up in the coming weeks here. So guys, if you haven't already, a big shout out to Cerebro. This is his actually last strike time video that they're making, and he did confirm that there's going to be a hiatus after this. So definitely some great information, some sneak peeks, and as well as even gameplay footage of how out of time is. So I mean, just definitely check it out. Always great to hear back from the developers and Cerebro having those genuine conversations here about what's coming up and as well as what they've accomplished in the last part of the year. So guys, what is coming up in the game plan for February, but as well as changing in the game? This is a pretty notable blog post, especially featuring a brand new team as well. We have this Raining Gold bonus event that's starting actually tomorrow, so double gold. You can see there we also have the new War Season Titania getting featured in Diamond for season rewards. Not sure if I'm going to go for that because of the fact that some folks may have her built up, but at least they're featuring characters in the War Season, so definitely something to be mindful of. We're finally starting things off now with Red Goblin's featured monthly character event month being the Seeing Red, right? So if you recall, very similar to how we handled things with Forge for the month of January, we're going to be doing the same thing. Milestones will be funneled into this monthly milestone, and it looks like it's going to start from the get-go here. So roses are red, earning heart candy from campaign nodes in addition to spending the candy in the event store. Hopefully there's some G18 and 17 uniques that we can take advantage of, new character shards and so forth. Some of these stores that they add as bonus event items are usually really good value, and you definitely want to be making the most of it, especially if you're trucking through Dark Dimension 6. There's also a red in the face web milestone here for the earning of war credits. We're going to see another one come up later on, so this is definitely going to be a recurring theme. Battle Pass Season 14 featuring Void Knight. We also have the next Strike Pass also featuring Gwenom. So not sure if that's going to get announced there, but that's what we saw in the data mines. And it is nice that they're reminding us that the 4 Horseman Scourges are once again up and running. Keep in mind, since the update, it's going to be every 2 weeks, so just something to be mindful of. And then we also have energy overload in a few days after. So the doubling of campaign energy, obviously if you want to top up your experience points, try to push your account even higher, this is going to be an opportunity to take advantage of that. And just a few days after, actually, we have Black Knight finally getting released into the game. So his red stars are going to be confirmed now to be dark promotion credits. Makes sense just because he's a direct counter to Super Scroll. Now we're just waiting and eagerly waiting to hear when our Super Scrolls red stars can be available for higher unlock. But we have a short Cat Warriors Quick Rumble, which is for War Dogs, and then as well a Green Goblin costume milestone for the Pact of Greed. I do believe this is offer related, just something to be mindful of, you need to spend. And then actually the out of time showcase is starting in just a few days here, so things are picking up very, very quickly, as you can see. Other than that, yeah, a couple of big things too for the inbox messages. Dormammu 1 to 3 diamonds are getting added. Good stuff there. We have Iron Man Zombie getting added to the lead store as well, so taking advantage of that. Spider-Man Big Time diamonds also getting added, and then Green Goblin Classic higher 6 and 7 red stars are also getting added. So we got all good stuff, obviously getting us closer and closer to that high 7 red and unlock to push ultimately the diamond unlock there. We have the out of time kit overall here, guys, so I'm not going to break it down just because it's everything that's already been confirmed in the game, and we've already spent some time talking about it, and as well as all the other videos have circulated. So this is just a good summary if you guys wanted to read through it. But yeah, they're a game-changing team. Highly recommend building, guys. Even in case you haven't heard that already, they're basically going to be the new next Secret Defenders team, so you definitely want to take advantage of. But what I do like is the added value here. As you can see, keep scrolling down, the added value here coming from both Captain Carter and Captain America. Characters that have stayed around. They've transitioned over to Hive Mind for the incursion rates, but thankfully this Rebirth team can still get it done, and with both Carter and Captain America getting some revisions to their kit, making them relevant again, they're gonna have some staying value for a little bit, especially with them being a new meta for defense, and especially with them coming into war for that. So especially Cap here, he got a huge increase in HP. This is gonna make him a very strong and sturdy tank once again. And again, I brought both these characters into Dark Dimension 6. Absolutely loved it. They had great synergy, and great to even see that they're getting some much more value again. So Black Knight and Pact of Greed. So there's actually a specific costume here that's going to actually get featured here as well. I did recall reading that earlier. Yes, there's a premium milestone that's going to feature a Green Goblin Classic Greed costume. So again, it's going to kind of be similar to what we saw before. You have to collect these different offers, and then in doing all three, you're going to be able to get a costume. So just something to be mindful of there. Black Knight offers are coming, and yeah, like I said earlier, the red stars are coming in the way of dark promotion credits, guys. So it makes sense. It's honestly gonna be a good reference here for just understanding how these level of characters are gonna be coming to the game and how they're gonna be obviously promoted, right? So there's a DPC chart there as well for easy reference. And then we finally start talking about the Seeing Red month, as well as what the upcoming milestones are gonna look like. So I'll definitely deep dive this, but it looks like very similar format, guys. There's a couple of main milestones, quick rumbles, and alliance milestones coming along the way. Thankfully, this one's pretty simple. It's just gonna be campaign energy with a mix of the work credits that we saw earlier. And you want to be aiming for these big point items, right? There's a Valentine's card, Cupid's bow and arrow, and the tulip bouquet. And then these are all the different dates here. So great summary. Like again, this is it's a short month too, so that's probably why there's one less milestone. Typically there's 4, but you know, they just want to make sure that it's more consistent and folks are actually having the opportunity to complete it. There's also free claim here. Make sure you guys are claiming this. The Red Goblin 5 shards, with him being a notable unlock, 100 shards. You know, getting the 5 there is definitely going to help over time for sure. And there's some X batteries just to wrap up the rest of the month. And like I said earlier, Void Knight getting featured in the Battle Pass for Season 14. So if you guys can maximize more shards, there's going to be another opportunity to do so. Shortly afterwards, I suspect that they should be added into bumps and hopefully somewhere that we can actually farm more shards of them. Always exciting times to see. But yeah, with this first event here coming from the campaign notes, make sure you guys are saving up energy here. Again, it's also going to give us hard candy that we can utilize in a store. Very, very interesting to see how that's going to shake out. I'll do a follow-up video to show you guys the math as well as how free-to-play friendly it's going to be. And then this Hell and Back event. So this is what's coming for the out-of-time showcase. We also saw this in the Dynamites as well, but typically you can actually utilize a mixture here of the new Avengers and or characters of out of time. So Captain America and Carter can obviously be used, but if you have US Agent, Thing, Agent Coulson, Mockingbird, they can all be utilized as well. And there are some good opportunities. This is usually a nice one to test out the team as well, get some free rewards while you're at it. And obviously they have this bonus section as well. If you can bring them up to 6 yellow stars, gear tier 16, there's some pretty juicy rewards, but it's also building up a lot of characters that you may not have access to. Typically you have to pay for it, but otherwise the Elite Store update's big. And yeah, big Alliance War changes here, guys. So this is going to shake things up for sure. They finally kind of listed all this for everyone, but essentially what's happening is that new warriors are going to be getting a notable increase here in terms of their value. But as well, I think I saw as well, the Cosmic Hero is also getting some pretty notable uptick. So yeah, War Ready Cosmic Hero allies getting some much needed buffs there, and they're going to be pretty notable on defense. So it's something you want to coordinate with your alliance as well, but lots of changes coming. This is going to be interesting for sure if you guys are pretty active in War. We have a new Cosmic Crucible season coming up, and that was previously listed in last week's blog post. So yeah, make sure you guys are gearing up for that. But other than that, jam-packed blog post. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this weekend. I'll keep you guys up to date with the events. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.